Don't blink, it's your boy Ink. Welcome to the show. Everything well, kids are having a wonderful day. It's a bit loud, isn't it? We're still playing the tower, Arc Knight. I'm gonna have to play Tochigo. Tochigo had a problem before. Oh, sorry. Hope you guys are doing well because I'm having a wonderful day on this 14th November. And it's your boy Ink Vendetta. Proper intro, por favor. Thank you very much. It's very kind of a funny story. I'm playing two mobile games. The first the first, sadly, it's not a big deal, but guess what? The very first we didn't work properly. So sadly, we're not gonna get it. And it's not a big deal, but I would prefer it to work, which is Tokyo Ghoul. I don't know what happened. It wouldn't let me log in, but now we're gonna be playing it. We're lucky because there's 8 minutes left. Again, rice and gravy. We're lucky because I was able to log in before the daily, but not that much before. So, today, kind of a cool day. Super hungry. Super hungry. Coffee. Again, big day. We're drinking Pico, right? This is the exact same recipe as yesterday. So no more rice, a bit of gravy, a bit of olive oil, and that's pretty much it. Today, how can I forget the cheese? There's a bit of mozzarella. Today, it is a very, very simple subject for the mukbang. And it's amazing. It's a short but cool subject. Nothing beats rice, I'm telling you. Moving on. Do this because this is the event. I'm going to show you why this is so important. I'm going to show you exactly why. So you see, look here. 3 minutes remaining. 3 minutes remaining. And I was able to get a energy thing. So that's good. That is pretty good. Now, you're gonna give me a second, please, because we need to do another one. Need to be doing Tokyo Ghoul. You're gonna see. It won't be long. It's gonna be give me 2 minutes. If you want, I understand if you skip the video. Totally. Oh, dude. Dear Captain, I'm not even able to play. The server will be available at 3 on November. Will be available at 3 o'clock on November. 3 on the 14th. Okay, so I cannot play. It's okay. It's not a big deal. Yeah, it's okay. It's all good. I would have preferred playing, but now I have my daily, which is a bit of a shame. But it's okay. So the subject once again is nostalgia. I think all of us are nostalgic. Shout out to Nostalgic, my good friend. You can find him on YouTube, Twitch, and TikTok. Nostalgic. What is nostalgia? Well, nostalgia is about missing something, or missing a person, missing an event, missing an era. You're seeing something and remembering how nice it was, or the fact that you kind of, for me, it's more shows, it's more like event. It's more culturally speaking. And for the longest of time, nostalgia was such a foreign concept for me. See, I think it's human nature. I think it's human nature to be like that. I think, cheese, baby, so freaking good. I'm getting this. I'll be right back. Rice, baby, rice. Mm. Mm. See, it's such a current concept, but in the same way, and it's so freaking smart. So freaking smart. I think, as a young person, I think I'm excited to do this. I think it's actually a really, really cool one. So you see, the idea behind it, I believe, as a kid, as a young kid, water, don't worry. See, as a kid, I think you're put into the world, and you're so busy discovering this world that you don't really care what's going on. You don't really care about the world in itself. I just saw this I just saw this new movie that I didn't like, but again, as a kid, I don't know, I don't have a it's really complicated. I'm a kid, I just saw this new movie. I didn't really like it, but I don't know better. Versus, oh, I saw a lot of movies. I saw a shit ton of movies. A shit ton. I'm able to say this movie was good, this movie wasn't good, right? And it's not because, even as a teen, as a young adult, the it's so amazing because as a teen, you're like, okay, well, my body is changing. I'm getting this new emotion. I'm getting these urges. The world is different, right? Or my view of the world is different. So fuck my past, right? Fuck my past. I'm gonna explore. I'm gonna discover this world, which is a very natural feeling, right? Then, as an adult, you get your first experience at everything. First job, first go at the bar. You know, it's super nice because, like, okay, well, I'm an adult. I'm able to do whatever the fuck I want. I'm going to do this whatever the fuck I want, and then slowly the desire to conquer slowly die down, right? I'm gonna talk for the man because I'm a man. I know it doesn't look like it, but I'm a man. See, for me, I've always found my parents silly because that song. Bit my tongue. Okay, good. We're good. We're good. They were hanging on to the past, and I'm like, and they were still listening to album music. My apologies. My apologies. It's very good, but it's very rich. And it's it's amazing because you see this and you like move on. And then you reach an age where, like, you know what? I'm the exact same way. I was born in the 90s. And in my eyes, the 90s and the early 2000s was the best. Were they truly the best? No. But in my eyes, they were the best. See, this nostalgia is chasing something. Once again, your whole life, you're chasing the future. You're chasing a good life. You're chasing a good job. You're chasing a good wife. If you're lucky, you get a good wife. If you're not lucky, well, c'est la vie, right? And nostalgia is always about like, okay, well, I was able to do this, this, and this, and I'm extremely grateful that I was able to do this, this, and this. Right? Nostalgia is when this desire to conquer slow down. You know what? I had a pretty good life. I had a pretty it's not being depressed, it's not being sad, it's just realizing that you're like, okay, you know what? That's the way it is. And to me, it is kind of nice because you're in a position where you're realizing that although you live very little, you kind of lived a lot, right? And I think as adults, I think are kind of crazy, but it makes so much sense when you think about it. Our lifestyle, right, diminish. So now you have a car, you have a kid, you have your house, you have a family. Not necessarily you're able to go out every single night. You need to work hard to pay those bills, right? And now in a position where, well, I have to have a stable environment because my kids are there, right? I'm not over me living my life, of course not, but it's different now. I'm less on the hunt for experiences and more on the hunt for protecting, right? It's like, oh, and I always have this idea of a fighter because life is a battle, right? You got this battle, and you got this young fighter, right? He's going against fighter after fighter after fighter after fighter to get the championship belt, right? And then, by a fucking miracle, right, you get the championship belt. You're like, holy shit, how did he do? And then you realize that it's no longer about getting a belt; it's about keeping the belt. And that is exactly what nostalgia is. Nostalgia. It's it's amazing because I saw Jacksepticeye answering a comment, and that comment said, "I miss who you were. I miss your video from the past." And Jacksepticeye said, "You don't miss." And I think it was a perfect way to put it, but I think it was I think it's complicated because it could be an excuse, but then again, them saying I miss the past you, is automatically putting a bond between you guys. I'm the content creator, you're the content consumer, so you miss consuming the content that I was creating. And when I change consuming, people will leave. But Jacksepticeye was like, "Yo, you miss how they made you feel, you miss a simpler time." You see. And I think that's the way. I think that's the exact way. I'm 31 years old, right? And I was watching watching Digimon Tree. So the reality is, do I give about a shit about Digimon? I do. I did as a kid. Do I still do? Not really. But I remember watching that movie and thinking, you know what? I miss that so much. We just finished watching Jump Street, 21 Jump Street, 22 Jump Street, that are super important in my life because when I was in the apartment without Wi-Fi, without cable, without video games, it was a movie that I watched a lot. The 21, well, not 22, 21, 21, which is better in my opinion. But nostalgia is you kind of missed life, and it's kind of it's nice because you're in a position where I miss chasing, I miss hunting, I miss wanting to get that belt. There's even, and when you think about every single sphere of your life, think financially. One of the best moments that I've ever had was when I was struggling financially. I was broke as fuck. I was eating rice and ramen and peanut butter entire months of time, right? Because I was too broke. Now, do I miss that feelings? Yes, I do miss that feeling because that feeling was like, you know what? How am I gonna make it this month? And it's not necessarily how, oh man, I'm gonna be in trouble this month. Not that. It's more so, well, I'm gonna have to figure out a way. And this struggling is an experience in itself. See, people are constantly chasing good emotion and good experience. I'm full. I'm completely full. I'm sorry. It's we did a full cup. It's a lot. It's good though. What we'll do, we'll wait 2-3 hours. Put it in the microwave. You do chicken fried rice. See, it's a you're so busy chasing positive feeling that you forget the adversity, but that adversity makes you who you are, right? See, my father, he was a child of 6 kids. He was a child. He had 5 siblings, which meant that he didn't have a lot of attention as a kid. Which means that now as an adult, when he's on his own, he needs more attention. Because I'm here. I was here as a kid. Nostalgia is understanding why you're the person you are. Nostalgia is every single person starts as a seed. Sperm is that seed. And you grow, and you grow, and you grow. And just like a plant, you come out the womb. A plant will come out the earth. And now, guess what? Guess what? The weather is going to affect the plant. The weather can kill the plant, right? And that's life. That's exactly life. See, nostalgia is. I used to not understand. I used to not necessarily judge my parents. They'd be like, "Why the fuck are you so nostalgic?" And then at their age, when I'm 21, I'm starting to feel that. I'm starting to miss time, and I'm stuck in. Did I miss those exact moments, or did I miss this exact media? Maybe music, maybe a video game, maybe movies, maybe a conversation, a friendship, a workplace, And it's insane. See, I don't know about other countries, but in Canada, you're gonna work till 65, and at 65 you're gonna be retired. A lot of people are like, I'm not gonna work my whole life to have a couple of years in retirement. That's not the biggest thing. You spent your whole life working, and then from one day to another, you're not working. So at first, it's a nice vacation. And I miss working. Right now, I miss working. I really miss working. Every single day, I think about working. I'm applying. I'm looking actively for a job, and the reality is, I miss working because it's a comfort place. It's something I did for every single day. It's a clear schedule. It's a zone of comfort. I think. See, there's also this mentality of what doesn't happen cannot hurt you. Something that happened in the past. It's the inside is 2020. I think that's the expression. But yeah, I lived this, and because I was able to live this, then I'm able to go through every single thing and not have a care in the world. Now, the reality is, I'm gonna have a care in the world because, of course, I want to have the best life possible. But I'm gonna ask you a question. What life is better than a life you already lived? What I mean by that is actually super simple. What is better than a life where I know exactly what's gonna happen? Right? I know exactly I'm gonna get hurt. I know how to avoid getting hurt. Am I supposed to do the same mistake or something different? I saw a movie a week ago, Out of Time Machine, and it's those guys that have shitty lives that go back in time are supposed to respect the fact that the time is it's important, and if they do, they fuck it up. And then you're like, okay, well, guess what? I cannot change anything. I have a shitty life. I can change it, but I cannot change anything. At the end, the 3 guys changed something, and I don't know if I could blame them. See, the beautiful thing about nostalgia is there's a comfort in knowing what it is. It's exactly why you watch the same videos. There's a comfort in knowing what they are. There's a comfort into knowing the song because you know exactly what is the song. You remember those feelings, but you don't get to live them, so you get the best of both worlds. I remember feeling very happy here, right? And because I remember feeling very happy here, and I'm sort of feeling that same happiness. And because I'm feeling the same happiness, then I consider myself happy. And because I consider myself happy, well, I don't have a risk of losing it because it's actually really simple. I create my own happiness. There's nothing that happened that was make me happy. I didn't win the lottery, right? A memory, a souvenir, made me happy. I'm in control of that souvenir. I'm in control of that happiness. I can remember it when I need to. I can remember it as often as I need to. The emotion of happiness is the same, right? And guess what? Because that happiness comes from yourself, that happiness comes from a part of your brain that you control that memories, then it will never change. It will never change. It's not a memory that made you happy yesterday won't stop making you happy today, right? Now, there's the problem with that. Nostalgia is also the reason why a lot of people live in the past. I think that's the problem. I think you have to focus on the present and the future. But nostalgia is this feeling, and I think that's really what separates us from animals. Oh, oh, I'm gonna have to go to the bathroom soon. It's ooh la 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 la. See, I think that's what separates from animals. Your it's amazing. You see, the it's nuts, bro. I can't believe it. With an animal, he's gonna go in your arms. He's gonna act like as he was as a puppy, and you have to ask yourself: is that nostalgia or is it learned behavior? With human, we know it's nostalgia. But nostalgia is also this really hard part. Is this really questionable part? I could talk to you about the 90s. I could talk to you about growing in the 90s, but it doesn't mean shit to you if you weren't there. If you didn't, if you weren't raised in Montreal, if you didn't watch a Canadian show, if you didn't go to the restaurant I was going to, if you didn't play the game I was going to, right? Doesn't mean shit to you. And I gotta ask a question. If it doesn't mean shit to you, what's the point? And I mean this positively. And then it makes you question nostalgia. If I'm the only one that is affected positively from this memory, is that memory worth it? Because think about it, you're a person, yes, you're a person, but then you become part of a family, a unit. And that family, what would you rather have? Shared happy memories or memories that you've had about you being happy? It's a tough thing. Being nostalgic is often selfish. And then being nostalgic is also this really hard part. It's really a hard part where, well, I had a really good childhood, but this person didn't. Should I feel bad about them not having a good childhood, or am I able to enjoy my past? I don't know. And I want you guys to realize something. Think about it, right? The time where you feel most nostalgic is really often when you're alone. When you're with people, you don't think about the past because you're in that present moment. Nostalgia is here, right? And once again, here is something you can control. So it's up to you to focus on the past, on the present, and the future, and try to live in both, the three of them. And if you're able to live in the three of them, then you're truly present. See, people will say, "Oh, you have to be in the present. You have to be fuck the past, fuck the future," right? But the past is the reason why you're the way you are today, and the reason you are the way you are today is the reason why you'll be the person that you are tomorrow. It's a baby step. It's an evolution. So you're pursuing evolution, right? So the past does have a importance. Why we study history? What if? Okay, crazy moment, crazy fucking thought. Call me insane. Call the mental asylum right now. If we had access to the future, to knowledge about the future, would we study future and the cool? I don't know. To me, that's actually pretty impressive, pretty interesting, and definitely worth thinking about. Anywho, longer than video. Love you guys. Take it easy.